What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. It's not just the shill sites like Fiction Horizon defending Nurse What, Doctor Who, whatever. Some of them are in the comment section saying, "Oh no, you guys are misrepresenting the actual viewing numbers. It's this, it's that." Well, let's see, because I've been one of the ones saying that no matter how you look at this, whether you go to Samba, whether you go to Nielsen, whether you go to the BBC Real Player, whatever the hell it is, or their overnights. Every way, every metric you look at it, the ratings for Doctor Who are less, almost 50% less across the board for all the episodes, and it's only getting worse. The divide is only getting worse. So here we go. News outlet decries former Doctor Who fans and attempts to gaslight them, saying they are openly misrepresenting viewership data. An online news outlet, Fiction Horizon, decried former Doctor Who fans as angry. Well, they are. Their franchise has been destroyed, and they're tired of seeing their franchises ruined with ideology. Of course they're angry. And attempted to gaslight them, claiming they are openly misinterpreting viewership data. In an article published, angry fans openly misinterpret Doctor Who viewership data, calling the series woke and unwatchable despite praise from critics. Well, of course the shill critics love it. They only watch the first couple episodes. They praise it for their virtue signal, and then they go right on off to review not really the next thing that they can push, again, just to keep their jobs. Author Arthur C. Poe attempts to justify his false headline by claiming that viewership data out of the BBC does not include numbers from Disney Plus. Not that this is going to help their case, but in the article, Poe admits viewership for the first two episodes was abysmal, writing, "After the first two episodes were released on BBC One, the viewership numbers were released a couple of days later, revealing that Space Babies, the first episode, was watched by 2.6 million viewers, with The Devil's Cord, the second, having an overnight audience of 2.4 million. And while these numbers are certainly low, they are not the complete numbers, as we are about to see." Don't hate me, I'm sorry. He then attempts to claim that comparing this to previous episodes of Doctor Who to these overnight numbers from BBC One is misinterpreting the data, because the show also appears on Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer. And I will also point out that BBC iPlayer apparently only counts for about 15% of the British public. Poe writes, "On the other hand, this time the series is available both on Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer for the first time, so many people had the opportunity to watch the series on these platforms." Oh, sorry. That's what everyone got the opportunity to see. Doesn't it just make you want to keep watching forever and ever? Next, Poe attempts to explain the numbers that were released reflect only the overnight views, and this is what a lot of the COPE has been saying. The numbers that released reflect only the overnight viewers on BBC One and do not include streaming viewers, which means they are incomplete. There is certainly a small number of fans of the series who have opted to see the episode via these platforms, so it actually is a small number. That's the joke. So the low ratings are only partial and do not reflect the actual numbers, which are probably going to be released later. He then derides former fans of the show. This, of course, hasn't stopped some angry fans, mostly conservative, they always have to throw that in there, and anti-woke crusaders to label the series as dead. Well, if it wasn't before, it certainly is now. Certainly. However, the show's overnight ratings were still abysmal, even compared to the Christmas special. The BBC, and we'll get to the other ratings, but the BBC reported that the most recent Christmas special, which was the debut episode for Ncuti Gat Was 15th Doctor, brought in 4.7 million in overnight numbers. In comparison, Space Babies had overnight viewership of 2.6, and The Devil's Cord, 2.4 million. That is a 50% decline since his original introduction. And yeah, that ain't good. There's very hard to spin that as something good. And here's from Samba. So more from Samba. Let's see. Roasted Tom Brady, Unfrosted. Man, I'm not seeing Doctor Who. Not seeing Nurse What. And then we go on here. More recaps here for Samba. No. Reacher. No. Why don't see Doctor Who anywhere. Nielsen charts. No. It's no. So top 20 Nielsen weekly. Nope. No Doctor Who anywhere. Yeah. So, furthermore, the third episode has since released, and its overnight numbers are even worse than the first two. Boom! Only brought in not 4 million viewers. Of course, famously, Jinx Monsoon and Ncuti Gatwa and Russell T Davies, all of them told fans, if you don't like it, don't watch. If you don't want to watch a show filled with LGBTQIA plus agenda, then don't watch. Go touch grass, bigots. And guess what? Everyone did, and their numbers have just dropped and dropped and dropped. The show's ratings are clearly disastrous, and no amount of spin or hatred from Fiction Horizon or Nurse What defenders are going to be able to save it. And yeah, what do you make of Fiction Horizon attacking former Doctor Who fans? I think rather than talking about how amazing the show is and the quality of the show, the only thing they have to do is attack the fans of it. What fans remain? Everyone else has just left, or they've taken to just memeing on it. And unfortunately, that is the fate for most of our franchises. Looking at you, Star Wars and the Acolyte, most of the actual fans have left, and the only people left are here just to meme on it, to make fun of it, and to see how badly they're going to ruin it. So can't wait till we get our own Jinx Monsoon and the Acolyte. That's going to be great. Anyway, be sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
bye.